Good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, hanging out here in Ravenscar, my garden. Figured I was here, I was ready, let's get it going. So, kind of pumped up for today. I'm working on some promotional videos for Medicine Man Plant Go. So, wish me luck there. I'm not really a video maker sort of dude, but I'll give it a shot. Hey, good morning, Elvin. Good morning, Surrender. Hey, Todd. How you doing, brother? Again, for those of you, so Todd Greatrix, he was one of my friends back in high school, and he helped defend me against bullies, so I owe a lot to Todd. Hey, good morning, Kimberlyn. Good morning, Terry. Frowny face? Two frowny faces. Why are the frowny faces? I always wonder why there are frowny faces. Hey, Terry. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Kimberly. Good morning, tribe. 3, 4. Lots of frowny faces. Who's doing the frowny face? Can I? Let's see. Angry. All right. Apparently people are angry. Your screen is black? It looks okay on my end. Can people see me? Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Tina. Well, Tina, see, Tina, with the Medicine Man videos, there's like a plot and forethought rather than spontaneous, extemporaneous babbling. So we'll see what happens there. Hey, Mike. Hey, Jeffrey. Clear. Okay, so hey, Donna. Good morning. Heat advisory. Yeah. Okay. So some people can see me. Yeah. Oh, well. Can't watch it. Okay, Todd. Hey, yay, everyone. Yay, Todd. Okay, so weird. Oh, you know, because there is like a 10-second delay between me and you. So maybe there's that. What's going on? I don't know. Or maybe the StreamYard just took a second to go, wait. Normally he starts at, 7:28, not 7:24 or whatever time it was. So anyway, yeah. I will actually have to also say about Todd, he's actually bigger than me. So he moved in, let's see, you moved down from Alaska 6th grade, 7th grade, something like that. And when he showed up, I was really bummed because he, at that point, from kindergarten all the way to then, I was by far, I'm sorry, I'm setting my coffee down because there's a mosquito on my ankle that I have to, okay. Todd, up until Todd showing up, I was by far the tallest person in our grade. And so that was my one special gift, was I at least towered over everyone. And then he showed up and it's like, ooh, you big. But it ended up working out okay. 6th grade, yeah. Okay, 6th grade. So, yeah. And then you moved away in 9th grade, 10th grade, something like that, but just moved one town over. And then I regained my stature as the most statuesque statue. Anyway. So, and the thing, see, where I was skeletal in, body build, I was, by high school, I was 6'4", 6'5", and around 180 pounds. Just a shoestring. Todd was buff. All right. Oh, hey, here's a good question. All right. Any culinary uses of bamboo have you tried? So along Texas waterways, there is a native bamboo called river cane, which in the spring is very tender, but there's a trick to it. I need to set my coffee down again. So bamboo grows in segments. It'll have, how can I do this? Okay, here we go. So it'll have a stalk, it'll have a joint, and then the next joint will be growing up from it. What you do is when it's in the spring, you can pull them apart at this joint, and then the younger growth, the one that was inside, so down in the ground, bamboo growing up, joint, pull it out, This section right here is actually quite edible. And I've eaten it raw, or I've cut it into rings and just thrown it in my cup of soup and cooked it with that. But it's actually really good. So one thing I want to do that I haven't yet is pickle it. Because like in the Asian market, they have these jars of pickled bamboo, and they're really good. So I want to try making that. Hey, good morning. Dad is here. So yeah, I've eaten the bamboo just raw, cooked in soup, usually a cup of soup, and I want to pickle them. Hey, good morning, Dad. Good morning, Mom. Okay, Mom, you're going in for chemo this morning. We're all here with you. You got this. All right, hang in there. So yeah, Todd and I lived a few houses down, and I would continue past his house. The St. Michael was a very small town. I think when we were there, Todd, it was 2,600 people, and the school was just like 2 blocks away from our houses. Let's see. Hey, good morning, Bernice. Good morning, Wolf. All right. Hey, good morning, Sherry. So, hey, Mom, people are sending good luck to you. Nah, she's a tough bird. Mom is going to kick ass with chemo. This will be your 3rd, right, Mom? And that should mean you're halfway done with it, which is pretty exciting already. Maybe I'll have to come back up to Minnesota to celebrate the end of chemo. I bet I can do it. I want to try and do it in 16 hours. Oh, sorry. The mosquitoes are attacking my ankles. All right. Hey, Julie. Good morning. Good morning, Cleo. Hey, Melanie. Hanging out with the tribe in the backyard. I get my Satsuma orange here. It's not doing as well this year. Last year at this time, it was covered with fruit. There's a few on there. But, I mean, we're actually, kind of approaching fall already. Ooh, blackberries. Yum. Good morning, Joe. So what else is going on in the world? I find right now it's best just to not study the world. There's too much crazy stuff going on. Oh, wait, let's see here. Anne. Good morning. You may have talked about this, but my order of the brain pill from Amazon is very late in arriving. It says it may be lost or I can request a refund. Don't want to do that, so should I just wait? That's a good question. Honestly, Anne, I would say yes, request the refund. Because in the case of lost packages, it doesn't ding Medicine Man's reputation. It dings Amazon's reputation because they are in charge of fulfillment of the orders. So if they said that it may be lost, yeah, get the refund. There has been some delay. So originally the brain pill, Amazon said ship it all to our California warehouse. And then all these orders started coming in from Texas. I don't know why. And so they said, oh, we need to ship it all to Texas. And so they shipped it all to, well, they're in the process of shipping it all to Texas. And so that caused a delay because there was like 4 days where the orders were in limbo. Amazon is Amazon. We'll just leave it at that. Oh, okay. I'll have to dig that up. It was a special episode. I want to say she also set up a medium. I'll talk to Mrs. Weather and get that because she's advanced and like created a web page somewhere. She does a lot of stuff, behind my kidneys. So she's short. But yeah, I think she actually has a webpage now with the video and patterns and multiple stuff like that. So we'll see. This is interesting, Bernice. Do you have a sprinkler system or watering? Because usually fruit bursting like that, it is due, my understanding, it's due to dry, then lots of water, then dry and lots of water. And the plant decides, you know what, I just need to suck all this water up while it's here. And in the end, it can rupture the fruit because they can't stretch their skin enough to take all the water in. This happens with radishes, this happens with carrots, this happens with tomatoes, and I believe it can happen with some citrus. So, okay, what's on tonight? So tonight, due to family obligations, for at least this semester during the school year, Merryweather's World will be on Thursday nights instead of Wednesday nights. So tonight we'll be talking about the hackberry and all its amazing powers. Sorry, there was something crawling along the fence and it distracted me. So yeah, so tonight on Merryweather's World is hackberries. Okay. Occasionally, I wonder. I don't think it's animals tearing into them. The fruit isn't ripe yet. I don't know of any animals that would be tearing into them now. I'm guessing it is a watering issue where it might just be given too much water at one time, and so the plant just sucks it all up. That is my basic gardening guess. Hey, good morning, Jennifer. Man, okay, Tina, I am jealous. So 1 billion passion fruits this year. They're all okay. So the passion vine, they make the May pops. They look like bald kiwis. They make the best margaritas. But I have a lot of passion vine. I got one growing here. Whoa, confusion. But I didn't have any fruit. I had a few flowers. Last year was my year for passion vine fruits, the May pops, but this year not much. But yeah, if they're hot, drying out, you might want to try harvesting a few now and see what they're like inside. Jennifer. Let's see here. Okay, the pear tree has dark spots on it. I'm assuming you mean on the leaves. Still young and not producing. How many years old is it? How tall is it approximately? And is it on the leaves? Pears are temperamental, and they are self-fertile. They do much better if you have some more pear. Oops, there's the sun. Here comes the sun. But it sounds like there might be a fungus issue. The black spots is usually some sort of fungus issue, which means, well, okay, if you are watering it, what time of day are you watering it? If you're watering it basically anytime after about 10 a.m. in the morning, you're probably going to run into problems. And ideally, and unfortunately this goes for plants in general, especially in Texas, the best time to water any fruit trees, any vegetable trees, anything really, the best time to water is early morning, just before the sun comes up. Ideally, you want to finish watering, like 15 minutes before the sun comes up, because then the sun will come up and dry the surface of the plants. If you water basically anytime after the sun comes up, those little droplets of water on the leaves act like magnifying glasses and will take the sunlight and burn the plant under the drops of water. So you don't want drops of water on the leaves. Then if you water, in the evening, say, after 7, 8, the plant, the leaves, the ground, everything around it, right on the surfaces stay wet during the night, and that causes the fungus to grow. So ideally, you want to water everything in the early morning just before the sun comes up. Now, this is very difficult unless you have some pre-programmed timer. But a lot of people will find if they do that, if they switch to watering in the morning, say like 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., they get much better results. So give that a try. That's the best advice I can give you for the pears. But also, depending on the age, you say it's young, so it may not, be old enough. And I'm not sure off the top of my head how old pear trees have to be before they start producing. In general, kind of a rule of thumb, the fruit trees usually need to be about 7 years old before they start producing. So they can take a little bit. Okay, yeah, so you're watering in the evening. That's probably the reason you got the black spots. All right. Okay, April. This had been discussed a while back that so the pollination of the flowers doesn't always occur well. So what's recommended, if you see a flower, get a little artist paintbrush and go wooga 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 in the center of the flower and knock the pollen from the stamen onto the brain fart, the female part of the flower. But yeah, I don't know if they have really sticky pollen or what, but we find with a little brush just kind of pollinating themselves greatly increases your yield. Okay. Oh, Melanie, this sounds awesome. Yeah, the turmeric root, beautiful lush leaves. Did you get the turmeric just store-bought? I'm assuming just like H-E-B or Kroger. A lot of times, just a note, if you are buying turmeric or ginger to grow in your garden, you want to make sure you get the organic version. The reason being, not for health reasons or anything, but the regular ginger, like the bulk ginger, and the turmeric are often sprayed with a compound that prevents sprouting. So if you have the organic, say ginger or turmeric just sitting there, a lot of times it will start putting up little sprouts there as it sits on your counter, whereas the regular ginger will just sit there and never sprout because it was treated to never sprout. So if you're growing, get the organic. Hey, good morning, Built on the Rock. Oh, okay. Are passion flowers easy to propagate? Yes and no. So if you buy one vine and plant it in your yard, it will come up everywhere. It may take a year or two, but then it will come up everywhere. And so it propagates by itself really well just through runners. So you'll have a plant and it'll put out a long runner that will go 15, 20, 30 feet away and pop up out of the ground there. And then you just take these new plants and put them where you want. As far as taking cuttings, I've never tried that. So I don't know if a cutting will sprout. I'm thinking it might. I'll have to try that. Hey, good morning, Kelly. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm friends with Kelly too. I saw her. Yeah, heal fast, Kelly. Those are some brutal black eyes and stuff there. Oop. Let's see. Good morning, Gail. Let's see. I have a lot of false mallow taking over. Is it good for anything? My goats won't eat it. It's everywhere now. Okay. It depends on what you mean by false mallow. If you could, Gail, pop over to Foraging, Texas. There are several mallows there. I'm wondering if what you mean is the mallow neglecta or common mallow. Is it a low bush with tiny little flowers, or which? Because depending on which false mallow it is, there are different things to keep in mind. So that's why common names can be kind of frustrating. Oh boy. Okay, here's a great question from Gayla. I found some common yellow water lilies. How do I cook the roots? Don't. Don't. Okay, so a lot of survival books talk about digging up the roots from like the splatterdock and the other water lilies and then treating them like potatoes. Some will say you boil them and then eat them. Some will say you roast them, then eat them. No, they are horrific. I don't like them. I mean, I'll eat just about damn near anything. I've got a lot of military guys in my classes, and special forces type, all this stuff. And in the U.S. Army Survival Guide, it talks about eating the water lily root. They're a big root. They're as big of long, thick as my arm. They have these suckers on them. They look like alien octopuses buried in the mud in the bottom of the pond. Extremely bitter, extremely horribly bad tasting. I've never found one, and we've worked with people. We've taken some, boiled it, peeled it, ate it, horrible. Roasted it, ate it, horrible. Took the skin off first, boiled it, ate it, horrible. Took the skin off first, roasted it, ate it, horrible. Took the skin off, boiled it, then roasted it, ate it, terrible. Took the skin off, roasted it, boiled it, ate it, terrible. We've never found a way to actually make them palatable. Absolutely horrible tasting. The working theory is that, so along with the water lilies, all across North America, there is the American Lotus, which actually has an edible tuber. It's really good. It tastes like the Asian lotus. The difference is the lotus lily pad is completely round, whereas the true water lily has a cleft, or almost incomplete circle pad. So the lotus roots, great. Treat them like a potato. Absolutely wonderful. The water lilies, the only edible thing on there I've ever found that was actually palatable were the seeds in that kind of looks like a poppy seed kind of thing after the flowers come up. The roasted seeds are okay. The roots, however, absolutely horrid. Absolutely horrid. So, all right. Here's another thing. So, Kimberly, I'm not sure what county you are in, but Google your county Master Gardener planting calendar. And usually your local master gardeners group will have a calendar of when to plant all these different vegetables and fruits, and well, I guess mainly vegetables. And look what they say. I don't remember off the top of my head. I usually use the Montgomery County Master Naturalist calendar because it's extremely extensive. It's like 2 pages. And it shows the optimal time to plant, the okay time to plant, and when you will then be harvesting. So it helps you figure out, things like that. I do know right now for Harris County and Montgomery County, August, they really don't recommend planting anything. I want to say pumpkins should be in the ground already, but I'm not positive. If you want them for October. Okay. Oh, okay. So Tina, are you talking about the passion vine? So I'm assuming. So apparently, if you are talking about the passion vine, Tina, the cuttings do start up again. So cool. All right. Not just that's interesting. I'm wondering what your soil is like. So, because usually the passion vines are pretty durable. All right, let's see. Let's see. Do-do-do. Yep. What's this? Okay. I was told I have a lotus tree in my yard and that it has thorns and I should take it down. I don't see any thorns. How old is the tree, Kimberly? I mean, even when they're, a foot tall, they'll have little single thorns, but then as they get bigger and bigger, those thorns will develop thorns. Send me a picture. As I'm wondering, because the lotus trees are very, very distinctive, especially the thorns, and the fact that you don't see any thorns really makes me suspect the identity of it. So I'm curious. And especially if it's a Montgomery, the lotus trees are fairly common around there. So I wonder if it could be an Osage orange instead. But if you could, Kimberly, send me a picture. Yeah, it's surprising. Once you start looking for the lotus, you find it all over Texas, especially East Texas ponds and like river bends and slow moving water. Was it Lake Champion or Champion Lake is loaded with them. Down in Almond Bayou, they're all over the place. But yeah, they're also great homes for the cottonmouths and the gators and things like that. So, okay. Oh, hey, Heather, here's a good question. Heather asks, can I harvest passion flower leaves if the flowers are not blooming? I want to make a tincture. Also, is Everclear okay to use in the tincture? Okay, so Heather, yes, you can harvest the leaves anytime. Look for healthy looking leaves, younger healthy looking leaves, because their chemical producing machinery is still working full blast. And so the younger healthy looking leaves will have the highest concentration of the compounds you're after. The leaves, their main use is as a sedative. So the tincture, it's going to make you sleepy is the main effect of this tincture. As far as Everclear, yes, if you are using fresh green leaves, you want to put them in Everclear. The reason being is the concentration or the it's called osmotic pressure. There's water inside the cells of the leaves, and there's very little water in the Everclear. So nature wants everything to be in balance. So those cells will rupture open. The contents of the leaves will go out into the Everclear, including the water. And so the Everclear is going to be diluted down from 190 proof down to about 80 proof, which is still shelf stable. But yeah, you can just take the green leaves and put them in the Everclear. They'll rupture. You're good to go. So, yeah. All right. Oh, Griffin had a question. Let's see, Griffin. Gail, where was Griffin's question? Can you re-ask the question, Griffin? I'm not seeing it. It sounds like people are interested in the question, so. I'm not seeing pumpkins done. Built on the. Yeah. Okay. Wait, is this it? Okay, here we go. Found it. Okay, is the sage in the brain pill enough to reduce the milk supply of nursing mothers? Yes. So, like any herbal supplement, it's generally recommended, even says in the bottle, if you are a nursing mother, check with your doctor first, or it's really recommended, don't take it. So for nursing mothers, I really don't recommend the liver pill or the brain pill, just because, well, the sage, it can reduce the mother's milk, but it's also going to change the flavor of the milk, and so the baby may reject it. And then also with the liver pill, the rosemary in it may be strong enough to affect the taste of the mother's milk, again, causing the baby to reject it. So in the case of our supplements, one of the ones I am working on is a nursing pill to increase the production of milk. But for the most part, I do not recommend pregnant or nursing mothers take the Medicine Man products, at least the ones we have out right now. So, yeah. So yeah, it's just a standard disclaimer, really. Especially now with the liability. But in the case of the Sage, yeah, we don't want to do that. And also, my own personal feeling, because of the brain effects of the brain pill, great for adults, but I always worry when you start doing anything to the chemistry of the brain of young kids, just because they have a lower tolerance, and it can be an issue there. So I really, the brain pill I recommend for adults. Okay. And speaking of which, it is time for the group take. So let me just do. All right. And did I do? Oh yeah. Okay. So starting with the brain pill. Woohoo! And take 2 of these in the morning. Like I say, it's the dosage. The scientifically determined dosage is 3 capsules. If you just need your brain for the work hours of the day, from 9 to 5, go ahead and take all 3 at once. Because I will be up till midnight working on stuff tonight. I take 2 now. Yeah, need to wash them down. And then I take 1 more in the late afternoon around 5. Okay. And then the liver pill. Woo! Liver pill, healthy liver. And again, with this, the scientific dosage is 4 capsules for the average adult. You can take all 4 at once. I spread them out. I take 2 in the morning now, and then again 2 in the afternoon. Happy liver. Okay. Yes, Joe, this is Thursday. Welcome to, it's a Thursday already. Can you believe it? This week is going by fast. And then tonight will be Merriweather's World when we talk about hackberry. Let's see. Here's a good. Okay, passion flower. Can I grow it from seed, blue or purple? Yeah, they grow from seed. I recommend the purple. The most of the scientific studies have been done on the Passiflora incarnata. So that would be the one you'd get if you're getting the seeds. Passiflora incarnata. The other passion flowers and the passion vines, all the Passiflora are, the ones I've tested have varying amounts, but the highest concentrations are in the Passiflora incarnata. Yes. Heather, in fact, if you go to my Amazon page, the Amazon shop at let me put up a link here, www.amazon.com/shop/foraging Texas. So in the Amazon shop, I've broken down learning foraging into 6 steps. Step 6 is the Healer Awakens. And in there, I have several of the herbal books that I really recommend, specifically because they talk about the chemistry and give the scientific journal article references and so forth of the plants. So those are the ones that I trust. So if you go to the Amazon shop to step 6, the Healer Awakens, those are the herbal books that I recommend because they actually talk about the chemistry of the plants. Hey, good morning, Deborah. Yep. Yeah, the liver is really, really important. Boy, anesthetic. Yeah, that can mess a person up there. Oh, all right. Whoops, I just saw a... Okay, Tracy is asking, Everclear versus vodka for tinctures. It mainly depends on whether you are using fresh plants or dried plants. So if you are using fresh plants, just green, fresh, right off the vine, off the tree, off the bush, off the out of the dirt, whatever, you would use Everclear because then you get that rupturing effect that releases everything. The one thing, along with everything that comes out of the cell and all the the compounds, the good molecules and everything that have the medicinal properties coming out, you also get chlorophyll, which has some health benefits, but it also tastes kind of... what I generally do... Okay, it's 8 o'clock, but let me finish this quick. If you let the plants air dry, so remember, plants have a hard cell wall, and during the process of air drying, there's an enzyme that starts chewing holes in that cell wall. So then, after the plant has been dried for about 2 weeks, you put it in vodka. Not Everclear, you don't need that. You just want the vodka. Now, there are escape routes for those compounds to get out into the vodka. The vodka is still 80, 90 proof, so it's shelf stable. The compounds come out of the plants, except for the chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is very big, and it has a hard time getting out. So I find the flavor of the vodka tinctures using dried plants is superior to the tincture flavor of the Everclear using green plants. But, it's up to you and flavor. So, okay, at this point, I got to get cracking. So I will see you all in 12 hours at 8 o'clock tonight for Merriweather's World, talking about hackberry. Until then, have a great day. Drink your coffee, eat your donuts if you got them. Sing at some point if you can. I haven't seen Chirpy in a while. Chirpy is chilling. It's probably too hot. All right. Love you all. See you in a few hours. Bye. I need more coffee.